Ken, what's on your mind today?
Man, that something smell good too. Oh, what's on my mind is that beautiful view. Man, just come from the beach, trying to clear my head as a CEO, trying to figure out how I take myself and my team to that next level. And in order to do that, that's of course needing to scale. Number one thing to scale is you have to remove yourself or let go of the vine is what I always call it. Because as an entrepreneur, you have your hands in so many different things, especially if you bootstrap, started from zero and built yourself up to a small, credible business. And so for me, in order to hit that next level, it's 3 M's that I say I must do myself. And this is a reminder, maybe it's helpful to you. And that is mimic, model, master. So that means as you're looking to scale, people that you bring on your team, simply just need them to be able to mimic, standardize with SOPs of how you do things, model it, being able to understand the framework of truly being able to grasp what it is that you need done, and then of course, master it. Take it to that next level. Take it beyond anything as you as a CEO that initially started that will be mind-blowing. And then from there, they'll begin building their own small army team up under them that's going to also mimic, model, master. Next thing you know, you look back, you scaled yourself up to some unbelievable heights. At least that's what I hope for myself. So I hope this is a good tip for you, anyone that's going through that second or third phase of scaling your business. Keep those 3 M's in mind and you'll be well on your way to crushing it in 2025.
What was the difference between before and after you creating Mimic Model?
So one example of Mimic Model Master that I did, that just give you an example. As a small business owner, when you start off, typically, of course, you're doing everything, but specifically, you're doing all the bookkeeping too. Now, I had an accountant that would do all my tax stuff, but billing, AR, AP, reconciliation, all that stuff, typically handled by me. And so I wanted to get myself out of that. It was cool at first. It was fun just to run numbers all the time and kind of be stuck in that. But then it became this routine and it wasn't the best productive use of my time. So I needed to find someone. I didn't want to bring in like a CFO to just do these basic things. I think I still needed a fundamental, and we're like at 8-9 figure type of company. So to me, it was still simple enough that it should be a junior to do it. So anyway, I brought in a junior bookkeeper, and essentially for that first 1 or 2 months, I didn't have any SOPs written down. I just wanted her to shadow me, basically just mimic everything I did. So every week, Friday, we would get together just to go through stuff. And then beyond that, I would have her do daily tasks in terms of establishing the SOPs too. So as I would show her and she would understand it. That's the mimic part. The model part was now for her to show me that she understood, is to write out her own SOPs of what it is that she understood. That way I knew that the comprehension was there. She can explain it to me. And so I want to say that probably went on for about 1 or 2 months of me back and forth, getting comfortable with her, fully taking ownership of the bookkeeping process. And it worked. She went beyond just the modeling. She went to master it. We used like QuickBooks, and she was able to find features, new tricks that AI is involved with QuickBooks now to help automate a lot of stuff that she was able to take far beyond, and introduce actually new apps and platforms to minimize administrative burdens in her process. And so that is a prime example. And so I guess for any CEO, if you're coming out of your first, second phase, what I mean by first phase is trying to come up from zero to maybe $250,000. Second phase is from quarter to say $3 million. And then third phase from 3 to like $8 or $10 million. And so if whatever phase that you're in, if you're still at that first or second phase of trying to truly understand that, HR is one, and then the bookkeeping, getting that off of you so you can stay strategic in growing and scaling your business, because that is your number one goal as the business owner, as the entrepreneur, is always thinking light years ahead of how you grow the company and your team. And so that's what I'm able to get back, is that time to look at how to grow, pulling everything off me administrative wise so that I can focus on the growth of the team. So that's been a great model. And like I say, and it was kind of frustrating because you sometimes think that you just need to bring in an expert, just drop in an expert. But again, if you're at your first or second phase of business, it may be hard to just bring in an expert, and pay what they would be worth in their value. And so unless you find someone who's willing to come in and do that, that's an expert, the next best thing is just being able to bring in someone who has the guts, if you will, the right attitude, and can be trained exactly. And sometimes that's even the best, to have them train exactly how you need them to do things. And so it's truly the number one thing to grow your business is to, in order to release the vine, is to have your team mimic, model, master. If you get that down, you'll be well on your way, crushing it in 2025.